Morning, folks. So last night, Richardson Hitchins stopped George Kambosos in round 8 to retain his IBF Light-Welterweight title. George Kambosos, say what you want, there's a lot of people moaning about him, taking the mickey out of him, you know, he's a bum, he's a loser, all this sort of stuff. Look, the guy's a fucking warrior, you know, and he came to fight last night. And he was having little bits of success. He was stabbing well to the body with the jab, bringing the right hook to the body occasionally. He was just outgunned. Richardson Hitchins had just more in the armoury and just wore him down and stopped him in the 8th round with a left to the body. And there's no shame in that. You know, he lost to the better man. I mean, he had two losses to Devin Haney a few years back when he lost his unified lightweight titles. He was just outworked, outmatched in both of those fights. Obviously, he was stopped last year by the great Vasily Lomachenko, who's just recently retired. And now, you know, he's been stopped by Hitchins. And, you know, the guy, you just got to respect the guy. He fights everybody. He will fight anyone, anywhere. I've got nothing but respect for him. He's just coming up again. He's just losing to better guys, you know. And there's a lot of trolls on the internet. I mean, there's a lot of people that are overly opinionated about a lot of stuff, as we know. And they've been criticising him. That's all I've read online. People criticising him, making fun of him, laughing at Kambosos. And it's like, look, the guy's a warrior. Is he the best? No. But you can't take away from the fact that he comes to fight. He will fight pretty much anybody. And he doesn't make excuses when he loses. I mean, you can't take away from the fact that he has a victory over Teofimo Lopez. Beat him in 2021 to take the WBA, IBF and WBO and Ring Magazine lightweight titles, which then of course he lost to Haney the following year. You know, the guy, he's just a modern day warrior. He's brilliant. I enjoy watching Kambosos. Like I say, is he the best? No. Is he the most skillful? No. But he gives it a go. He's got hunger and he's got drive. And he doesn't duck anybody, and he'll fight anybody. So, you know, nothing but respect for the guy. Richardson Hitchins, I really like this guy. I think he can go quite far. Be nice to see him in a couple of unifications, or maybe move up to welterweight. Who knows? I know he called out Devin Haney after that fight. I don't think Haney will probably go anywhere near him. Haney, I think his mind's gone. Just judging on his last fight against Ramirez last month. Yeah, he just didn't look like he wanted to be there. And he looked a bit gun shy. I think Ryan Garcia destroyed him mentally in that respect. But that would be a good fight. Yeah, but you know, maybe Hitchins against Lopez down the line. You know, there's options there. So yeah, I really enjoyed that fight last night. Great performance from Hitchins, great guts from Kambosos. He was just in there with a better man and he was outgunned. You know, these things happen. Also, last night in Buenos Aires, Argentina, I believe it was, Nonito Donaire, who is about a year older than me, he's come back, and he had a technical decision, 9 rounds against Andres Campos. I think it's for the WBA interim bantamweight title. So suddenly he's back in the title picture. It just seems to me every time this guy goes away and everybody tells him he's too old, he comes back and, you know, he makes a wave. So I haven't actually seen the fight. I've seen highlights of it. I'll have to go and watch it. I've seen some people screaming robbery, but I'll make my own mind up about that because everybody screams robbery these days. You know, it seems to be every week, no matter how clear cut or how good a fight is or victory is. Somebody out there will complain and say that it's a robbery. So, yeah, I'll take that. I'll make my own mind up about that one. So, from the highlights I saw, yeah, Nonito Donaire, yes, his skills he's not as fast as he once was. I mean, he's not going to be, but the punch placement seems to be there. His timing seems to be okay, and he's still got his power. So, you know, would I like to see him retire? Yes, I think he should have retired and stayed retired after the second fight with Inoue when he was blasted out. That was about 3 years ago. When he was blasted out in a few rounds, I would have liked to have seen him stay away then. But you know, who am I to tell somebody what to do? You know, they know when it's time, and if they can keep going and stay relatively healthy, then yeah, fair play to them. Right, that's enough out of me. I hope you're all well, folks. Take care. I'll speak to you soon.